And we're back.
We are back, and we are back doing our picks. But guess what, Marco?
What's up?
We're not going to do our usual lovely introduction of Gib the Kid. Because sadly, he is not home right now. So we are going to do the pick'em without him this week. So, let's get into it, yeah.
So these last 3 weeks have been kind of rough for us. Our percentages have started to drop a little bit.
So we were nearing the 80%. We were in the high 70s. Me and you were above 75% when I started doing percentages every week. Last week, we all get the good job ball this week because we tied at 7-6-1. So we went over 500. So we'll tie it. Who cares?
Good job ball's underneath.
Good job. So, officially, Marco is still leading at 87, 45, and 1 because Pittsburgh and Detroit, we love them.
Weird.
You're leading with 65.8%. I'm at 63% roughly, and Gibby's at 63.5% roughly.
Yeah.
So we're all getting towards that. We're all over 80 correct guesses, over 40 wrong guesses, and one tie now. We're in the 60s, mid-60s range.
Still respectable.
So yeah, it's still very respectable because that's usually who wins on like Sunday Night Football. And the thing that I noticed is that those games, they end the season with like 20-ish guesses, 30-ish guesses, because they only guess on a game or two. We're doing every single game, so to still have this high percentage, you got to think, who the fuck is projecting Jacksonville to beat Buffalo?
Yeah, that's crazy.
We're picking games that have to happen, games that we don't even know who to pick between, and games that we know the winner to, who I think the first one, I think we got it, Marco. I think we know who the winner's going to be. It's Thursday Night Football. It's my New England Patriots taking on the Atlanta Falcons. 28-3 last time they played, of course. That's the joke because the Super Bowl.
Yep.
I'm rocking with my Patriots. They're a top 10 team right now in most power rankings. I love it.
I'm a rock with Mac Jones and the Patriots. I think they've been playing very well.
Question for you. We'll get to it when we get to the other team.
Okay.
Indianapolis, Buffalo. A lot better of a game than people want it to be, but it's in Buffalo. So.
In Buffalo?
Yeah. Oh, my bad. Gibby also picked New England, so that's going to be a consensus pick.
Okay.
So we're going Indy, Buffalo.
I want to think that the Buffalo Bills are going to finally pick their fucking offense back up again, so I'm going to ride with Buffalo.
Okay. Personally, I think Buffalo is the best team in the NFL right now in terms of like how good they are. I don't think they're... No, listen. And I don't think they're the like most put together team in a certain way, but I think they're... In my opinion, they're my Super Bowl favorite, so every week I'm going to pick them.
Yeah.
I don't think there's many teams that are going to beat them unless I see a situation where it won't work.
Yeah.
We're going to go Detroit at Cleveland. Detroit finally doesn't lose, but they also don't win.
So, I think this game for me is pretty easy because Nick Chubb is back. Cleveland's going to win.
Cleveland's going to win. So I so badly want to say Detroit for two reasons. One, because I am now rooting for them ever since I picked them that 1 week, and I can't wait for them to get their first win. Dan Campbell shout out. But the second is that the game after this is a Thanksgiving trap for my Bears.
Ooh.
So I don't want that to happen.
So you don't want them to be the first win.
Right. I don't want it to be such an emotional day for Detroit that they end up beating the Bears.
About to be at Thanksgiving dinner, just like...
Yeah. So... That's how that goes, but I am going to rock with Cleveland. I don't think it's the week that they finally win because Nick Chubb's back. If he didn't play, then probably. All right, the next game is going to be Houston at Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Don't know why I even thought that one for the smallest amount.
Then we're going to go Green Bay, your boys, number one team, at Minnesota.
Minnesota! Go, Pack, go. Easy as fuck.
1 second, I'm getting a call right now.
Yeah. I saw that. A Snapchat call, by the way. Who the fuck calls on Snapchat?
Weird people. Don't do that.
Yeah, that is peculiar, to say the least.
I asked for a heads up, and they don't give me anything. But either way, I'm rocking with your Pack as well. They're the number one team in the league for a reason, and I think Minnesota got a good win last week against Baltimore. But I just don't think they're that level of team that they're going to consistently get those wins. Teams that are nowhere near their level, Miami at the New York Jets. My bad, I need to go back on a couple of them. We got Gibby picking Buffalo consensus, Cleveland consensus, Tennessee consensus, Green Bay consensus.
Okay, nice.
We're going to go Miami at the New York Jets.
Tua's starting, I think.
Tua is back.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I think that's a good thing. I think the Marlins win. The Dolphins win. Now, I was so close to picking the Jets.
Yeah, me too.
Because I was like, I could see them winning this game.
Mike White's season. But, no. I think Mike White had his game. It is what it is. He's a Jets quarterback. It's not going to work. I'm going Miami, and this is surprising to me.
Oh
Gibby's not only going Miami, he's saying Miami's lock of the week.
Oh, Miami's a lock of the week.
He's believing in Tua and his guy Jalen Waddle, I guess, even though that's James' guy. But
I mean, that's an interesting lock of the week. So
remember, we have to pick a lock of the week. Oh, last week, lock of the week. I was the only one who got it right with New England, who, by the way, lock as fuck.
Yeah,
that was big.
Lock as fuck.
You went with the Chargers, who lost, and he went with the Rams, who lost.
Which is weird. Like,
our against the grains all missed with Denver and Vegas and the Browns losing.
Wow.
So we're going to go to the next game, though.
Rough week.
New Orleans at Philly. No against the grain so far.
New Orleans at Philly.
Yes.
New Orleans at Philly?
At Philly.
I'm going to go with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Okay. Do you want to give any reason why?
So, I just saw this right now. The Philadelphia Eagles are 0-4 at home this year.
0-4.
0-4 at home. I think they have to get a dub.
Yep.
At home at some fucking point. Like, your fans want to see you win. Only thing that puts me off a little bit is that Alvin Kamara is back. So that could be tough. But I'm alright with Philly.
I think the fact Alvin Kamara comes back helps Philly because they know who they're going to concentrate on, and they have a key now.
Yeah.
Before, I think it's a little weird guarding the Saints because you're like, who the fuck do you even guard?
Yeah.
I think that helps to some degree. So I'm riding with Philly. We're unanimously picking Philly.
Wow, let's fucking go.
We have yet to go against any of us. But we're going to get to the next one. This one we might get a little different. The Washington football team, the Carolina Panthers.
At Carolina?
At Carolina.
Cam Newton season, baby. I'm back.
I said I would never pick Carolina again. But Washington's not getting 2 straight wins. Carolina.
And Christian McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey's back. Cam Newton's back. There's a lot of reasons not believing them that.
Yeah, this team is looking...
I think another unanimous pick is coming. We got the San Francisco 49ers with their huge win against the Rams against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Well, look, man, I was hoping that fucking win against the Rams isn't a fluke. Like, they better fucking... If they beat the Rams the way they beat the fucking Rams, they should be beating the Jaguars.
Okay, so there's only one more game left in the 12 o'clock window.
Oof.
As of right now, we're all unanimous, including Thursday night. Baltimore at Chicago.
Baltimore at Chicago.
Yes.
Be more.
So I'm going to ride with the Ravens. I'm going to truzz, and I wanted to pick the Bears because I'm like, you know what? I feel like this could be the game that Justin Fields is like, he's on a big enough stage. He goes off. He sees a guy that plays like Lamar.
Big truzz.
But Lamar lost last week. Because Baltimore lost last week, I'm going with the win. If they would have beaten Minnesota, I would have given it to the Bears. I believe in trends like that in the NFL. I think the Baltimore Ravens are a better team, and this isn't a trap game because they already lost.
Yeah. You know what? I like your reasoning behind that. That was actually really good. I appreciate
That's
that.
how I do a lot of these pick-ems.
Ooh, and who did Gibby pick?
Gibby picked Baltimore.
Oh,
so
wow. Were you not unanimous for the 12 o'clock games?
Yes.
Good job.
Getting to the 3 o'clock games, we can maybe say unanimous here. Our love child of the year, the Bengals, taking on the Raiders.
So, I think you might be a little surprised on my pick. I don't think it'll make sense as to why I pick them because I think you're going to agree with me. I picked the Raiders last week. They fucking lost and choked the shit out of that. And I just picked up Jamar Chase in my fantasy league. I think the Bengals are the better team. I'm riding with Cincinnati.
You picked Las Vegas last week, so I thought you were going to ride with them again.
That's what I'm saying. I thought you'd going to be surprised because you'd think I was going to pick the Raiders again.
Well, you picked them over... Who are they playing? Kansas City. Yeah, you picked them over Kansas City.
I just needed to believe it. I needed to believe that Kansas City are back.
Fair.
So
we're unanimous still. We all picked Jamar and the guys.
Jamari.
I personally am a big believer in Cincinnati, and I think they've had some tough losses. So this is a game where they're like, we're both riding on the wild card team. We're the actual good team. You're the fake good team, and this is where it separates. Speaking of, I was going to say fake good teams. Arizona, who surprisingly lost, but they didn't have Kyler Murray. He should be back. Taking on the Russell Wilson returned Seattle Seahawks, who couldn't score a fucking point.
Against the Packers.
So are you riding with the Zona cards, or are you riding with... Okay.
Yeah, I'm riding with D-Hop and...
I so badly want the narrative of, like, this is when Russell Wilson turns on a season, and I think he's going to go off. But they're going to lose.
I don't think he's going to go off. Like, the Cardinals...
He's going to go off.
I think the Cardinals have a better defense than the Packers.
I think you're getting some drops from DK. I think you're getting a fumble by a running back, and I think you're getting a horrendous defensive performance.
Some Seahawks
But
shit.
Russell Wilson's going to have, like, 386 and 4 touchdowns.
Do you think the Seahawks are not in a curse because they didn't give Marshawn Lynch the ball?
Yeah. I mean, not making that decision was a curse. So, Shout out to that decision, by the way.
Shout out.
Malcolm Butler has a name because of that. So.
Yeah, for real.
Now we're going to go to the game of the week. It's probably Fox's game of the week. You'll probably hear Joe Buck and Troy Aikman calling it on good old Channel 12. We got the Dallas Boys and Los Kansas City Chiefs.
Whoa.
And probably the biggest game we've had so far this season in terms of, like, this is hard to pick.
Well, I was going to say, the Cardinals and Rams early in the season was pretty dope.
That was dope. But
really now we're about halfway through the season. A little bit more than halfway through the season.
This is week 11, bro.
Damn, it is week 11.
Week
what
11,
the fuck?
dog. I mean, we have over 120 picks, 130 picks. We've been going at it.
This is tough.
Do you want me to start with Gibby's pick? Because he also picked Arizona, by the way.
Okay.
Gibby went with the Dallas Cowboys. And I'll tell you this right now, looking in your eyes, this is going to be the first time we don't go consensus. Because I'm personally riding with Kansas City. Two big reasons here. One, we saw what they did to the Raiders. Obviously, the Raiders aren't some miracle team, but they saw what they did. It's 3 o'clock, which is prime time in terms of 40-point games. And I think Dallas doesn't have an ugly loss yet. Like, not an ugly loss, but they don't have a loss that matters yet. They lost week 1. You're not going to just go on this magical... Like, they're not that good.
So, see, I'm torn because
they're a good team. They're a great team.
I completely agree with you. But you know what? I'll give my pick.
When?
After this commercial break. So, this is interesting because I completely agree with everything you just said right now.
Right.
And they're playing at Arrowhead Stadium. They're playing in Kansas City.
Yes.
The only reason why I'm torn is because now, well, obviously, I want to separate fantasy and the real thing. But Zeke is on my team now. Dak is good. Amari's
it's
good.
Gonna be a great game.
CeeDee's good. I just don't trust that Kansas City defense.
Okay.
But I trust that Kansas City offense.
You trust Andy Reid?
I trust Patrick Mahomes.
Okay. What's the decision here, big dog? We're trying to go for one of our quickest pick'ems of the year right now. So.
I know, but this is tough. Like, this is actually tough, and I think I gotta ride with Kansas City. As much as I want to pick the boys, this is also a playoff implicating game because now the Packers get a bigger lead in the NFC if the boys lose. So
sure. So I put Dallas right now in Gibby's against the grain picks because he went with Du Bois.
Yep.
I don't know if we'll have another one after that, though. We got Sunday Night Football. Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers travel to SoFi Stadium, which I swear to God I have seen every single fucking week, to take on the Chargers. Are you rocking with the Steelers or are you rocking with the Chargers? Where do you want me to go first?
Rocking with LA.
I am also rocking with LA. They were your pick of the week last week, and they lost. And that is, again, another big reason why I'm picking them to win. And Pittsburgh still deserves to lose for cheating against the Bears and tying with the Lions.
Yeah, so, that's true. And, I mean, I don't think Big Ben is going to be back.
Fuck him.
So, yeah,
all right.
I think Chargers easy.
And then this is the hardest game of the week. Are you going with the New York Giants on Monday Night Football?
Yes.
Or are you rocking with the GOAT, Tom Brady?
I'm going with the Giants. No, I'm joking. I'm going with the Bucks.
I knew what you were doing. Yeah, I'm rocking with the Bucks. It's no surprise. Ugly loss last week. You don't lose on prime time after that. But Brady against the Giants, I don't know. I don't know.
So, this is interesting. Because I think this is the first time we almost go completely unanimous.
We went completely unanimous. The one against the grain was Gibby going Dallas against Kansas City. Yeah. So this is like, I almost want to bet on this to a degree. But we are only guessing 63%, so I would assume that like 4 of these games are wrong.
Yeah.
We have to pick a lock of the week, and I don't want it to be an obvious one, so let's get some looks in here. I almost want to say this one, but I'm not going to.
I was going to say the Packers, but I mean, I can't just pick my team because they're my team.
But it's against Minnesota, so it's a solid, like, it's got to be a solid matchup. That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Like, never pick, like, a...
I think, you know what my lock of the week is going to be?
Who?
Cincy.
Cincy against Vegas.
Yep.
You're riding against the team that fucked you up last week.
Yep.
Okay,
because of that, like, I'm praying on their downfall. I'm praying on the downfall. And I want Jamar to go fucking absolutely insane.
Damn, you know who I want to ride with? Hard for this week? Patrick Mahomes.
Wow.
I'm going lock of the week, Kansas City.
That's a... Ooh. I hope you're right.
I think it's written in the fucking stars.
I hope you're right, but I hope Zeke has 3 touchdowns.
That's cool with me, but as long as Kansas City wins. I have no implications in Kansas City Chiefs this year, which hurts, but it's also helped so far this year. Yeah. But I want Tyreek back. I miss him so much.
Tyreek is a dog. Zeke is a dog. I love Zeke. I love Zeke.
I've never had a running back of that caliber. Like, recently.
Yeah.
Like these past, 3-4 years.
True.
I had, DeMarco Murray and Jamal Charles back in the day.
I mean,
those
last
were
year...
the glory days, boy. If you had them...
Yeah, people forget. DeMarco Murray was a fucking
I had
tank.
them, Gronk, Brandon Lloyd, Julio. Brandon Lloyd was my flex, so I had someone else that was good. I don't know.
I had Alvin Kamara.
I think I had Jordy Nelson.
Jordy Nelson.
No, I didn't. I wanted Jordy Nelson because he was a dog. Aaron Jones is my first Packers player ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
At least in the starting lineup, I may have had Packers on my bench here and there, but never starting. Never had Aaron Rodgers. Never had Devontae.
I was gonna say Aaron Rodgers was my first.
Well, I had Tom Brady. That was my first fantasy quarterback.
That's true. So
I drafted him second, third round when I was a kid because I'm like, I need him.
Yeah.
Still won my league.
Shit.
Hopefully this year.
We'll see. Hey, it's getting interesting. It's getting interesting. But that's gonna wrap it up for this week of the NFL Pick'ems. This is our quickest NFL Pick'em.
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, no Gibby.
Well, no Gilbert. No. Yeah, just no Gibby in general. So that probably cuts down the time a little bit. But
it's just one less voice.
It's gonna be it for the Pick'ems. Maybe this might be a good betting week. I mean, if we're almost unanimous on everything. Me and you are unanimous.
Me and you are unanimous. So we're riding together going into
go
Turkey
up together.
Bowl
Go. Oh, for real.
Turkey Bowl week.
Speaking of which, Turkey Bowl is gonna be insane.
It is. Go check out the website right now. It is on my Twitter.
I'll link it in the description below too.
Put it in there.
But yeah, without further ado, we're now going into Illini.
Yes, the Illini.
The Easy Illinois.
Oh, L.
Pretty chilly. I've been trying to find me really well.